How we doing, guys? We're out for another session. We're at Meadow Fisheries in Birmingham. I'm here with Alex, my brother. We travelled from Manchester last night. Got here about 1 o'clock yesterday, so by the time we set everything up, it went dark pretty quick. But yeah, we got a 4-day lake exclusive, and we've actually got 2 lakes which we can fish. So I'll show you around the pegs and then show you the other lake as well. But yeah, it's full of lovely fish in here, so hopefully we can get amongst them. So this one's my peg. Show you a bit of the lake. So that's the office over there. Really smart in there. You go in, they show you all the stocking albums, all the fish weights. And there's about 60 carp in here. And there's probably nothing under £20 now, I wouldn't have thought. And then there's apparently a couple of big cats and sturgeon as well. Alex is bivvied up opposite over there. There is a gazebo and the receivers work from sat under there, so that's been handy because it absolutely threw it down all yesterday. But my rods, first rod's just over to where that ring is in the silver birch tree. That's on a washing line, so it's just fishing in the margin, but my line's fully out of the water from the rod tip to where it goes in over there. Then just on my left hand rod, that's doing exactly the same. That's over to the island, again washing lined. So this is the washing line of my left hand rod. So you can see the line runs all the way over to where my rod is. And it's just held onto that bank stick with elastic bands. So as soon as the fish picks that up, it pulls really easily through the elastic band, which then gives you a big drop back bite. And you basically just cast your bare lead over, put your rig on, drop it exactly where you want it, put it in the elastic band, and you're good to go. But it means you have no line running through the water, so the only bit of line is what's from the bank stick down to the rig. So it's perfect for these tricky waters like this one. Third rod, I'm just using it to rove around as a solid bag rod. So it's just been casted out into that open area there. We're not actually seeing anything show yet, but I've been told if anything shows on here to get a rod on it. So that's what the plan is for that one, but it's just out in the middle for now. I'll go and show you Alex's peg. And then this is Alex's peg. So slings, mats, nets are all provided. You can see I've been able to park right behind my peg. And he's the same. But he's targeting this little area of the pond. This is where the fish have been holding up the past few days, and he won the coin toss. So he's just got them scattered along that margin and then just under the bridge there. But yeah, it's lovely. And then this one's a pleasure pool. It's only small. It's got 2 pegs, one opposite sides. Sort of fenced again like the main pool. But this one has got some mad fish in it. Some crazy kois, sturgeon. All sorts are in here. So we're going to rest our main swims and come and have a bit of a bash on here, see if we can catch anything. First little fish from the pleasure pool. Stunning little mirror. My first fish from the pleasure pool. They're only small, but at least both not going to go what I want now. On the pleasure pool. Alex is going to be stuck on here all day now. I'm probably going to get one more fish and then go back and look at the main pool, but there's so many different mad fish in here: sturgeon, koi, tench, barbel, perch, everything. So yeah, it's good fun. So I've just recast all my rods now. I'm fishing as good as I can on all three, so this is the most confident I've felt on this big pool. Just going to look at getting Alex's right up to these reeds. I've just been prodding around and found a nice gravel patch, which is quite rare it seems, because it's just all pretty uniform soft clay. But this is a nice part here, so he's going to cast his rig over and make a big bag full of maggots and drop it in really tight to these reeds. So we're back in the bivvies now. It went freezing, so we both called it a night. Been quiet, no action really. Still not seeing a fish show yet, but we're going into tonight a lot more confident than I was last night, and I think Alex is the same as well. So yeah, let's hope we get woke up. So we're on to our second morning now, and both of us are still on for the blank at the minute on this lake. I've been walking around here since 5:30 this morning, and I just can't find the fish. Just not seeing any signs at all. Not heard anything jump out throughout the nights. So yeah, it's proven to be difficult. It's amazing that so many big fish can hide in such a little pond like this. If there's 50 carp around the 20-pound marker, they're going to take up quite a bit of room really. But when you walk around the pleasure pool, that's constantly fizzing, bubbling, fish topping and rolling. So I'm debating whether to just bring the rods in for a bit and go and set up there with a rod, put a bit of bait out and see if we can get a bit of a hit going of smaller fish. It's still raining, but it's not raining too bad. But yeah, that might be the plan, going head over to the pleasure pool for a bit. So we did come and set up on the pleasure pool. I've not long had the rod out and it's gone to what feels like a decent fish. Feels like it's swimming really strange, so it's probably a sturgeon. Okay, we're just on a little yellow pop-up topped with red maggots. It's so exciting fishing this pool. I have no idea what you're going to catch.
Good guess of me, weren't it, that?
So here's a sturgeon, just under 19 pound. The move paid off to the pleasure pool, so I'm going to carry on, put a bit more bait in here. Hopefully we can get Alex to get a sturgeon as well. But we both won't mind one of the nice kois which are in here. So yeah, we'll stick this guy back. Buzzing.
Go on, lad.
Another stunning fish from the pleasure pool. Just need one of the big ones that look similar to this. Put it back. Seeing all these are all leeches. This is now the third night and still no fish on the main lake. The rods are all out and fishing as good as I can fish with them now. I'm not as confident as I was last night because I was really confident, but then not catching anything is just not the confidence levels back down. But like I said, I'm doing everything as good as I can do. I don't think I've ever fished this good before in terms of rigs and bait. So yeah, let's hope we get woke up in the night. Good morning guys, there's still nothing to report from me on my side of the lake. Alex's middle rod just busted off at about 7 o'clock this morning with a screaming run. He's got it all the way to the net and then gone and lost it, but I did see it, it looks about a 16-17 pound mirror, so it's not one of the big ones in here, so it could have been a lot worse. But yeah, my traps are still all set, still fishing. Debating whether to head back over to that pleasure pool for a bit, pull these in. I'm not seeing any signs of action on my side here. And the fish that we are catching out at the pleasure pool, we're catching like nice carp really. They're only small, but nice. And they're all full of leeches. So they're obviously only just getting on the move now. Leeches obviously come when they've been sat dormant on the bottom. So I think this one's just a bit behind. I don't think this pond's woken up yet, and all the fish are holding together, and that's why it's so hard to spot them. But they must be over on that other side where Alex is, because I know he has had a couple of liners. And then obviously that take and the fish what he's just lost now. But yeah, I might bring these rods in, go and do an hour or two on the pleasure pool, rest these swims and try again for the last night. Such a nice lake this. Can't wait to come back in the summer, fish it when it's warm. There's a bit more activity. But just in this area to the left of that duck, I thought I could see dark shadows moving around. So Alex has just pulled his left hand rod in and then just flicked a solid bag out just into this middle bit. That's probably our best chance at the minute. Oh yeah, it's class this place. Come over to the pleasure pool and within 5 minutes a little maggot rig's just gone off and another stunning little mirror. It's probably just over £10. Yeah, there's such a difference between the two ponds. This pond's fishing so much better. We're both fishing from the same peg, but I'm fishing in this corner and Alex is fishing in that corner. The sturgeon are coming from this side. Alex has had a lot of tench, chub and carp from that far side. So another little sturgeon from the pleasure pool. These are class. Pleasure pool still doing bites. Nice little carp for Alex. We didn't think it was going to happen, but the rod's just dropped back on the right hand side, what we've been waiting for, and we've got a lovely £29.4 mirror in the sling. So we'll get it out, get a few pictures, but yeah, buzzing. At 7 o'clock bite time, Alex's bite came at this time yesterday, so just got the rod straight back out, slinged up the fish, and then we'll go and have a look at it now. Here it is. £29.4, and it's absolutely stunning. These are all VS fish and it fought like a madman. It's ice cold to touch still, but you can see these are just going to keep growing and growing and growing. But yeah, I'm absolutely buzzing. I think it's been tough on here over the winter. I know a fish came out of Alex's peg maybe the week or 2 weeks before we got on here, but that's about all I'd seen really. And if you look where I've just moved the unhooking mat from, that's been sat up out of the swim for a while. But to be fair, there is 3 pegs, there's a peg opposite, so this peg might not have been fished. But yeah, just slow pack down now. Pray that one of the rods go again. But yeah, this is going to be an unbelievable place in the future. Can't wait to get on here in the summer. Last little bit of his time to fish the pleasure pool. He's still just fishing his little method feeder over to that far corner. This has been the saviour really. That fish has concreted the trip, made it all worthwhile, but this pond's been class. Not been here long and he's into this little white ghosty thing. Pleasure pool, so I'm just going to go over and see what he's got. This is going to be the last fish now. We're both packed up. We're just waiting for one more bite on here, so let's walk over and see what he's got.
Little dark scaly banger.
They're class, aren't they? Them. They just need to be a bit bigger. That's it. That's us all packed up now, ready to go. This is incredible. This place has been blown away by how nice it is. The owners, the pegs, the fish, everything. Just need to come back when the fish are actually on the move and on the munch. because there's definitely a few bites to be had on here. But yeah, hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you again.